Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 46 of the Cleveland Indians franchise here on MLB The Show 21 for the PlayStation 5, and today the ALCS continues with games 3 and 4 at Progressive Field between the Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. Both teams split and won a game apiece in the first two at Houston, with Cleveland winning game 1. Houston came back and won game 2, so today we have the deciding 3 and 4, so if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Here is a look at what's happened so far. Game 1, Cleveland won 10-0, while Houston followed up with a 2-1 pitcher's duel victory in Game 2. On the mound for Cleveland today will be the two-time and reigning two-time Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber, who in his 2 starts in the postseason has gone a perfect 12 innings. He will start off his day against the former Indian Michael Brantley, who has been the leadoff hitter for Houston this whole series, hitting .241 in the postseason. As we get ready to go, we start off with Brantley, who is up to an 0-1 count. And he will take the first pitch, chop it over to third base. Nice play by Luplow to stop it, who throws him out at first base, showing the glove early. Nice defensive effort from Cleveland. And we'll take a look at Houston's lineup. Same lineup they went with in games 1 and 2. Brantley, Straw, Alvarez, Bregman, Correa, Altuve, Gurriel, Tucker, and Stubbs. They've hit 7 home runs so far this postseason. Miles Straw up next, 2-2 to Straw, and he chops this one down the line. Naylor with a good defensive diving effort. However, Straw is faster, and he beats out the throw at first base. Yordan Alvarez up next. He swings and misses on the high fastball, so that's now 2 down for Houston. In steps Alex Bregman, 200 on the postseason, and it's going to increase here with his first home run of the postseason, a 2-run bomb down the line. Astros strike first here in Game 3, going up 2-0. We just said Houston had hit 7 home runs this postseason, make it 8, as they look to get the offense going early here. 2 runs in 2 games. How about 2 runs in a half inning? Carlos Correa up next, 1-2 pitch to Correa. He swings and misses on the slider, so Bieber gets them to go down, but not after surrendering that 2-run shot. On the mound for Houston will be Lance McCullers Jr., so both teams sending out their aces here in Game 3. It shows you how much both teams want to win this game. McCullers, however, has not had the best postseason. 2 starts already, 5.73 ERA. He'll start off against our leadoff hitter all season long, Ahmed Rosario. Ahmed Rosario will walk to start his half of the inning, so he'll take first base, bringing up the first baseman, Josh Naylor, who's at .214 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs this playoff run. 0-2 to Naylor. He actually gets plunked, so Naylor will take first base after being hit by the pitch. And that puts 2 on for Eddie Rosario, whose average has dipped because he is hitless in this series. Remember, he went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts in Game 2. First pitch to Rosario. He swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt. However, it's a double steal, so both runners steal their bases. And puts him now second and third, nobody out for Rosario. And he slaps the next pitch over to short, where Correa has it and throws him out. But Cleveland will push home their first run of the ballgame. Reyes up next draws a walk, so once more runners on first and second, 1 away for Harold Ramirez, hitting .700 this postseason. 1-2 pitch to Ramirez, and he hits a sinker into right center. This one is going to be caught out there by the right fielder. However, no tag. Probably could have made it, but runners hold. And we'll take a look at Houston's lineup. Already seen the first 5. Ramirez is in the 5 spot today. Then we'll see Luplow, Jimenez, Mercado, and Perez. Ramirez hit 200 last year, didn't get that much time this year. However, he has been our postseason ALCS hero. Next up, Jordan Luplow, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. He cannot check his swing in time. He's thrown out at first, so both teams score in their first inning. Go top 2 now, where Bieber gets the first 2 outs, but then Tucker lines a single into center field, so a 2-out single for the Astros. That brings up the catcher, Garrett Stubbs, 2-2. He swings and misses, so Cleveland will set him down 1-2-3-4. Perez up next. He also will miss, so both pitchers surrender nothing in the second after surrendering runs in the first. And then Bieber starts to settle in as he gets the next 3 batters to go down. Alvarez swings and misses on a nasty inside pitch. Then Eddie Rosario, 2 down for Eddie, and he hits it up the middle right into the shift. So both pitchers go 1-2-3 in the third. Both aces showing their stuff. One away here in the top of the 4th, and Correa will hit a single into right field. So that breaks Bieber's streak of consecutive outs. Altuve's up next. First pitch swinging. He's going to line this one into the left center gap. That one could be trouble. is going to roll all the way to the wall. Correa's on third. He's going to round it and come home. And the throw is not in time. Houston gains their third run of the ball game. 3-1 Astros. Gurriel up next. First pitch swing gets jammed, but he pooches this one into right. And Altuve's got some speed. He's going to come home. The throw is offline. And Houston extends their lead again, 4-1. Correa, though, is stealing second. He will be thrown out, so that fails. Now 2 away for Kyle Tucker, 2-2 to Tucker, and he hits one into right field pretty far. However, it's going to be caught, but Bieber surrenders 4 runs through 4 innings. How about bottom 4 now? Indians still really can't get something going. Here's a bloop curveball into left center that actually gets down, and that's actually Cleveland's first hit of the ballgame. Jimenez up next, 3-1, pop-up cutter. This one will not get down, so Cleveland cannot answer in their half inning. Top 5, 2 outs for Miles Straw, who singled and scored a run earlier. First pitch to Straw. He gets the curveball, and he will single again, make it a 2-for-3 day, as that one ends up in center field. Bieber not pitching like his reigning Cy Young self. Alvarez, though, will go down on the knuckle curve. He still can't hit Bieber, so at least Astros get nothing in the top of the 5th. Bottom 5 now, Mercado at the plate. He will draw a leadoff walk, so that's what Indians need. They need some base runners. Perez now, he checks on a swing in the dirt. However, Mercado is actually going to take off. That is a bad decision. Thrown out at second with ease. So that runner disappears. And then Perez up next would single into right. So if only Mercado would have stayed at first, he actually would be at second right now. Nonetheless, 1 away for the top of the order. It's Ahmed Rosario who gets a high curved ball, but he can't do nothing with it. That's a pop-up behind the plate, out number 2. Josh Naylor's turn, 1-0 to Naylor. He takes a sinker into right center. That will die out with ease. And Cleveland's offense still struggling here in the early going. Top 6, however, Bieber gets them to go down 1-2-3. Altuve with a high hit to right is going to be put away. Bottom 6, 1 out for Reyes, and he hits this one up the middle. So that's the 3rd base hit of the day for Cleveland. We'll see if it sparks something here in the bottom of the 6th. How about Harold Ramirez? 1-0 to Ramirez. Gets jammed. Sinker will go into right. It will not fall. That's 2 outs now. And that brings up Jordan Luplow. First pitch to Luplow. He connects perfectly on this pitch, and it will clear the left field wall just over the top of that 216 sign and gone. Second home run of the postseason for Jordan Luplow. That gets the Indians right back in this one. They are only down now by 1. 4-3 as the fans start to get some life. And hopefully this Cleveland offense does too. Jimenez up next. First pitch to him, and he perfectly connects up the middle for a base hit. So 2 perfect hits for Cleveland. He is on first base. Oscar Mercado's turn, 0-2. Chops it over to short. Correa charges, flips it to second, barely gets Jimenez. But that'll do it for this inning. We will switch pitchers here in the 6th. Here comes Scott Alexander, the lefty, former Dodger, will take the mound, making his 5th appearance of this playoffs. Yuli Gurriel will start the top of the 7th, 3 for 9 so far this series. 2-1 to Gurriel, and he will pop it up to center, and Alexander will get him out. The reason why Alexander came in, here comes the run of Houston lefty batters, as Kyle Tucker, the first one, will ground over to second. That is out number 2. And then another lefty in Garrett Stubbs takes the plate. 0-2 to Stubbs. He flares this one into right, and it is also caught, so Scott Alexander gets his job done. For the Astros, Ryan Stanek will come in the bottom of the 7th, so that will do it for both of our starting pitchers. His first batter will be Roberto Perez, 1 for 2 today, singled back in the 5th, has one of her 3 hits of the ball game, and he will get a bad call. That is a strike 3 apparently, and he will grab some bench. Ahmed Rosario up next, nice slider, hits it pretty well to left, however not well enough. Brantley has it at the wall, out number 2. How about Josh Naylor? He's first pitch swing. He gets a fastball down the pipe, but he can't hit it as well. That's a pop-up into center, and the Indians get nothing in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes top 8, where Logan Allen will actually come in to this ball game, making his 3rd appearance. He started 1 game, coming in for his 2nd relief. He has Michael Brantley, first batter, and he will draw the walk. So that puts the leadoff man on. Now the righty Miles Straw at the dish. He chops it right out in front of the plate. Perez fields it, throws him out at first, but kind of works like a sac bunt. Alvarez up next. 0-2, looks at strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Alvarez. And now Allen. Up next, Alex Bregman, runner on second, 2 outs. Terry Francona is going to make the decision to intentionally walk him. So that makes a force at every base, and then we'll bring in the righty Phil Maton to go up against the righty Carlos Correa. Was it the right decision? 2-2 to Correa. Swings and misses on the curveball. Yes, it was. Indians only down by 1. Pedro Baez comes in the bottom of the 8th, making his 4th appearance. We hit Baez pretty good in Game 2. We need to hit him well again here in Game 3. Eddie Rosario 0 for 3 on the day. Perfectly connects on a fastball right into the shift. He is still hitless this series. How about Reyes? Next batter, 1-0, pulls the changeup to left. Not deep enough. That is going to be out number 2. Harold Ramirez's turn. First pitch swinging to the second baseman. 1-2-3 inning for Cleveland. They have one more frame to score. Before we get there, let's go through the top of the ninth. Jordan Hicks comes in relief for Cleveland, making his 4th appearance this postseason. First batter, Yuli Gurriel. He faces. He will hit into right field, and that one will get down. So a 1-out single for the Astros, trying to get some insurance runs. Kyle Tucker up next. Gets a nice slider. Hits it deep to center. However, Mercado is underneath it. That is going to be the 2nd out. Next up, Stubbs. 2-0 to the catcher. Hits this one also into center. Mercado will not get there. That was going to fall for a base hit. So now runners on 1st and 2nd. 2 outs for the top of the order. It's a lefty Brantley, so we're going to bring in the lefty Oliver Perez, making his 2nd appearance ever since that marathon Game 2. 2-2 to Brantley, and he gets it done. Slider crosses the plate, swing and miss, and we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. We got to get a run off of the perfect 4 for 4 Ryan Presley. Righty comes into this ball game, been perfect on save opportunities this postseason. Starts off with Luplow, 2-0 fastball, nicely hit, but caught out there and right. Andres Jimenez's turn. 1-1 Jimenez. He pops up a fastball. Good pitch to hit left up. Can't do anything with it. And now we are down to our last out. It is going to be Oscar Mercado. 0 for 2 on the day. Did walk back in the 5th. We'll take a walk here. And we get just that. Close call does not go Presley's way. He takes first. And now tying run at first for Roberto Perez. He is 1 for 3 on the day. He's singled back in the 5th. Full count to Perez. He also draws a walk. So the tying and winning runs are now on the plate for the top of our order. 0-2 to Rosario. Nice curveball. Gets underneath it, though, into left, and that will be put away. And that is how Game 3 will end. The Astros win 4-3. They take the lead here in this series 2-1 as they win the first in Progressive Field. Big win for the Astros as now Cleveland has to get back in the win column. Offense been sputtering since that 10-game explosion back in Game 1. They're going to need to solve it if they want to stay in this series. You cannot go down 3-1 to the Astros. Here's a look at the line score. McCullers gets the win. Loss goes to Bieber. Bregman was your top hitter for Houston, while Luplow had that 2-run shot for us back in the 6th. That was basically all of our offense. Bregman did get player of the game for his home run in the 1st inning. And we take it to Game 4, excuse me. Before we get there, we have game number 4 in the NLCS, where the Dodgers will beat the Reds 8-1. So Dodgers have a 3-1 lead on the Reds. Reds need to win out. They need to go to the postseason. Let's go to our series for game number 4, though, back at Progressive Field. The Astros and the Indians meet on another nighttime action as the pitchers get ready to take the mound. And on the mound for Cleveland will be Zach Plesac today. Plesac, you can take a look at his numbers here on just a moment. You can see a packed crowd here at Progressive Field. And Plesac making his 2nd start. Had a very good first start. 7 2/3 inning, 1.17 ERA back in the Yankee series. Once more, he'll start off against Michael Brantley. 2-12 on the season. A 1-2 Brantley. And he will start off the day with a bloop single into left. That ball will get down into left field for a base hit. I'm going to bring up Miles Straw. 1-2 to Straw. Chops it over to second. This one is going to be tried to turn 2, but Straw is too fast. No attempt. He beats out the throw. Not even the throw. Alvarez up next, though. 1 out. A 2-run Jack Alvarez getting started here early. Struck out 3 times in Game 3. Counters here with a 2-run shot in the 1st. This is just like Game 3 where the Astros had a 2-run bomb to start their day. However, this time it is Alvarez taking Plesac yard. 2-0 for the Astros. Here is Alex Bregman, who on a 1-2 pitch will chop this one over to short. Jimenez fields it, throws him out at first. And if you look at the Astros lineup, it is the exact same as it was in Game 3. They like to stack those lefties towards the bottom of the lineup. Player to look out for today, Carlos Correa has one of the best averages on the team, hitting .280, and he will be taking the batter's box next. 1-1-2 Correa, he gets jammed, tries to put it into right, and it will fall. Ramirez tries to dive for it, nice effort play, but that's a 2-out single. Altuve up next, the former MVP pops it up into right field. That'll be out number 3. The Houston Astros do get 2. On the mound for the Astros today will be Jake Odorizzi, making his second start of the postseason. 6 1/3 in his first outing, 4.26 ERA, 1.26 walk. Hopefully our offense can wake up against him. Ahmed Rosario will start us off with a 2-0 count. He will take a fastball, slap it the other way, but it is right at Tucker for out number 1. Take a look at Cleveland's lineup today real quickly. We'll see Rosario, Naylor, followed by Rosario again. Reyes, Luplow is hitting 5th today. Ramirez down to 6th. Then Jimenez, Mercado, and Perez. Still, no Bradley Zimmer in the lineup. He hopefully will be healthy for Game 5. 3-1 count now to Naylor, the first baseman. He looks at ball 4. Cutter does not get the call, so he will take his plate, or take his bag. Rosario up next also draws a walk. So just like our Game 3 first inning, we draw a couple of walks. Francisco Reyes now 2-2. This will not be a walk. This is a hit up the middle into center. Naylor's got some speed. He will go home, and Rosario will make it to third. Cleveland wastes no time scoring their run, and once again, 2-1 in the first. This time, however, Cleveland will not be satisfied with one run. Here's a slap down the line by Luplow into the corner. Runners will advance, and they will all tied up, 2 apiece. Still only 1 out. That'll bring up Harold Ramirez in the 6th spot today. 2-2 count to Ramirez, and he slaps a fastball into right field. Nice piece of hitting to go away from it. 2 more runs will score, and Cleveland waking up here in Game 4. They now take a 4-2 lead. Jimenez now, 1-0 to Jimenez. Nice splitter up high. Tries to drive it into center, but that one's going to be caught. That's out number 2. Oscar Mercado to the dish. 0-1 to Mercado. He slaps a slider right over to first base. Nice glove by Gurriel. But Cleveland now with a 4-2 lead. Back to the Astros, the top second. This is a lead-off double into left center. Nice effort by Eddie, but he really didn't come close. That'll be a 2-bagger for Gurriel. Next up, Kyle Tucker will swing and miss on a fastball. So that's now 1 out, and we'll take it to Stubbs. Stubbs hitting 172 this postseason. Has yet to have an RBI, but has a chance here. 3-2 to Stubbs, and he will draw the walk. So I'll put him on first base. Plesac getting in a little bit more trouble here. Brantley now at the dish. 2-2 gets jammed inside. That is going to be the infield fly roll. Automatic out number 2. How about Miles Straw? 0-1 to Straw. Right over to second base. Easy out. Nothing in the second for the Astros. Back to the Indians now. After their 4-run first, they go down 1-2-3 in the second. And we go back to the Astros 2 away for Carlos Correa, the difference maker today. And he will get a allowed out number 3 as both pitchers starting to settle in. Indians, bottom 3, they go down 1-2-3 again. So after that first, cooling off the bats a little bit. Top 4, Altuve at the dish. The former MVP draws a leadoff walk, so that's another leadoff batter Plesac gives up. 3 out of 4 innings, he's given up a leadoff runner. Next batter, though, will strike out looking. That is Gurriel going down, which means Kyle Tucker will step up to the plate. 1 for 11 so far this series. 1-2 to Tucker, and he gets a fastball he likes, but he puts it right into center field. Out number 2, Altuve stays at first. Next up, Garrett Stubbs, 2-2 to Stubbs, and he hits this one over to second, and that is not going to be stabbed at by Rosario. I'll get into center, and Stubbs actually tries to take 2, and he gets away with it. That's some speedy play out there to make it to second base. Nice running by the catcher. Top of the lineup, Brantley right back to Plesac. Nice glove. Astros save nothing here in the 4th. Speaking of 4th, bottom 4th for Cleveland, Jimenez with 1 out will finally get another base hit for Cleveland. Haven't seen one of those since the first inning, and Jimenez will use his speed, and he'll beat this out for a leadoff or a 1-out double. Oscar Mercado up next. High fastball. Still can't seem to drive it deep enough. There's going to be a loud out number 2. However, Jimenez does have the speed. He will make it up to third safely, but just barely. Base hit brings him home. Roberto Perez up next. Jammed on the fastball. Easy fly out into right, so nothing on the board here in the 4th as well. So both teams scoreless after the first inning. How about top 5 now? Alvarez gets a slider, but hits it high into left field. However, they're playing the shift against Alvarez, so it actually lands for a 1-out double. So that's a runner in scoring position now for Alex Bregman, who the first pitch he sees tries to put it into right field, and that is going to be caught out there by Ramirez. What a grab. This time Harold holds on to it. And Carlos Correa up next. Full count, single up the middle. Alvarez will round third. He will come home. He will come in safely. That is the 3rd run for Houston. However, Correa gets too greedy, and he's thrown out as second. So that will end the 5th. The Astros do get 1. Bottom 5 here. Indians haven't really done anything, but Naylor will take another base as he gets plunked again. I feel like Josh Naylor gets hit a lot, unfortunately for him. 1 out, though. Here is Rosario. He will ground into a 3-6-3 double play. So once more, nothing for the Indians. Plesac will be pulled into 6th as his pitch count was getting a little high, and in comes Nick Whitgren making his 7th appearance of the postseason. 1 out for Whitgren. Gurriel will chop it right over to the pitcher, and he easily throws him out at second. Kyle Tucker's turn. Full count to Tucker. Pops it up into left, so Whitgren gets his 2 batters out here in the 6th, and the Indians still lead by 1. 2 outs now, bottom 6. Odorizzi still in the ball game, and Ramirez will hit this one to right. That is going to be caught out there by Tucker. So Odorizzi really settling in after that bad first inning. Go to the top 7 now. Oliver Perez comes in for this lefty portion of the lineup, as he will start off his day against Garrett Stubbs. 0-1 Stubbs. He chops it over to third base. That one is batted down. However, Stubbs has good speed. He will beat this one out with no throw. Leadoff man aboard for Houston. Brantley up next. Hits a 1-2 pitch. This one's going to be shopping gap. This is trouble. Stubbs already on his way to third. He is going to score with ease. And that is a tying RBI double for Michael Brantley. Big time hit. Still nobody out. Miles Straw up next. Chops it over to first. This will move the runner. And a sac fly now takes the lead. It is Yordan Alvarez. 1-0. Pops it up into left. This one will actually fall down. Nobody was there in time for that. Outfielders playing deep, and Houston takes the lead now 5-4. Big time hit by the DH. That'll do it for Perez, as now we bring in the righty Phil Matan to try to salvage this inning. His first batter, Alex Bregman, will take a 1-2 fastball, hit it deep to left field. Eddie is there. That'll be out number 2. Carlos Correa now, the shortstop. 2-0 pitch to him. Over to the middle of the field. That is going to be a base hit into center. So Astros, maybe a little bit here of a 2-out rally. Alze Altuve, first pitch swinging. This one is hit deep into left center. This one is trouble again off of the top of the wall. 1 run is scored, going to score. The second one will come around and score as well. And just like that, the Astros have a 3-run lead here in the top of the 7th. That'll actually do it for Phil Matan. We bring in Cal Quantrill to try to get the last out. Righty on righty still, as we have Gurriel here at the plate. 1-1 to Gurriel, and he connects on a pitch into left field. This one will die out, but now the Astros lead by 3. After the 7th inning stretch, the Indians still can't get anything going. That is a swing and a miss, and another 1-2-3 inning for Cleveland. Top 8, Quantrill will stay in the ballgame. He will start off against Kyle Tucker, and the lefty will crush the righty into deep right center field. No doubt about that one. Kyle Tucker goes yard. His first home run of the postseason extends this Houston Astros lead, now 8-4 for the Astros. Next up, Garrett Stubbs. They will keep Quantrill in the ball game. He will draw a walk, so he will take first base. Runner now on first for Michael Brantley. Still keeping Quantrill in. Hit up the middle. This could have been a double play, but Quantrill bats it down, and instead everybody is safe. So while I get trying to make the defensive play, didn't work out in our favor. Still nobody out. Miles Straw, though, will change that as he looks at strike 3. Yordan Alvarez up next will draw a walk, so Quantrill getting into a lot of trouble here in the 8th. Bases loaded, 1 away for Bregman. He shoots it over to second. 4-6-3 double play. Big time play by Rosario. Saves some more runs. But Cleveland is now down by 4 with only 2 innings to go. Austin Brewitt comes in for the Astros in the bottom of the 8th. Has not done very good in his appearances. First batter he faces is Ahmed Rosario, and he hits a fastball the other way, but it's going to be caught by Tucker. Josh Naylor now, 1-0 to Naylor. Chopper over right into the shift. It's going to be fielded on the right side by Correa for out number 2. How about Eddie? Can he get his first hit of the series? No, he cannot. He pops up a pitch into deep right center. 1, 2, 3 inning for the Indians. We go top 9 now, where Jordan Hicks will come into the ball game trying to get them out here. He's got to face one batter, and it is Gurriel, and he does get Gurriel to swing and miss. So we go down to the bottom of the 9th, down by 4, down to our last out. It's Harold Ramirez stepping up. He does have a 2 RBI single in this ball game. He gets an 0-1 pitch and drives a fastball into the right center gap. That one's going to get down. Ramirez got some speed, going to go to second, trying to keep our game alive. He is now on seconds, which brings up the next batter, and it is Jimenez. Before we get to Jimenez, though, Ryan Stanek will come in out of the pen, making his 6th appearance on the postseason. Hasn't fared so well, we hope we can keep that trend going. Here is Jimenez now, 2-2, splitter. It's driven into left center. Brantley cannot get to this one. Over his glove out there in left center. Run will score. Jimenez has speed. He's going to try for 3, and he will get it. An RBI triple for Cleveland keeps the game alive. Oscar Mercado up next. 0-1, pops it up behind the plate. That'll be out number 3, and the Houston Astros win Game 4 8-5, which means they have now put this on series point. 3-1 lead in the series now for Houston, winning 3 straight ball games, and now Cleveland has to win 3 straight ball games if they want to keep their hopes of a World Series alive. After a solid first inning of this offense, they just couldn't get anything going. It's just too many 1, 2, 3 innings, not enough hits, only 6 hits on 5 runs, while the Astros had 8 on 14. Offense, they need to wake up and be consistent, as now our backs are against the wall. We have one more game at Progressive Field, which we will see next episode, and then we will go to Houston for 2, so it's not going to be easy. We do get Bradley Zimmer back from injury, so he will be in the lineup for Game 5, so that's a plus. But we still need to win. In the NLCS, the Dodgers beat the Reds 2-1, which means the Dodgers will punch their tickets to the World Series, so they will get a chance to defend their World Series title. They win the series 4-1 against the Reds. Next game, we will have Game 5, and since it's an elimination game, we're just going to see one game next episode, and that's how it'll be until either A, we win the series, or we're eliminated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry we lost both. Hopefully we can come back and win Game 5 and keep this going. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.